Wait, let me show you WSU. We're about being hands-on and getting our hands dirty. We bring art to science and science to wine. We build Mars rovers and launch new medical schools, with the occasional pizza break. Now back to work, because we're always moving forward and leaving our mark on the world. Now that's my WSU.
The Tom Hansen Medal winner for Outstanding Female Senior Student Athlete at Washington State is heptathlete Alyssa Brooks Johnson.
Versatile athlete, can pretty much do it all.
The definition of an all-around athlete. Brooks Johnson won the Pac-12 heptathlon titles in 2015, 2017, and 2018.
That's Alyssa Brooks Johnson, the favorite from Washington State.
She also finished 6th at the NCAA Heptathlon Championships in 2017 and 2018. A double major, Brooks Johnson earned Pac-12 all-academic honors on 3 occasions.
Alyssa Brooks Johnson comes from behind to win it.
Exhibiting the greatest combination of performance and achievement in athletics, scholarship, and leadership at Washington State. Alyssa Brooks Johnson is the pride of the pack.
For the best in live music, comedy, entertainment, dining, and gaming, the Emerald Queen Casino is the place to be. Boxing with Battle at the Boat 117, Saturday, September 8th. Music icon, Boss Skaggs, Saturday night, September 15th. The voice of Bad Company, Saturday, September 29th. It's Paul Rogers. Only at the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
The Pac-12 Conference, the only conference with over 500 NCAA championships. And here is last year's national championship in women's soccer, won by the Stanford Cardinal. Of course, it was Pac-12 UCLA versus Pac-12 Stanford, a huge game that ended in a 3-2 scoreline. Tamris.
Jesse Fleming, of course, put that penalty away, but it was Stanford who took the trophy home. Katrina Macario, a freshman of the year and forward of the year at that, really adding 3 assists on the match. Jay Boissier, the player of the match.
Incredible game, of course, and ending in a 3-2 final win for Stanford. And, of course, both those teams ranked preseason 1 and 2. As we take a look at the lineup here for Seattle Redhawks, of course, Jessie Ray. Take a look at Paige Malm up top. She got the lone goal in the preseason there for Seattle. And, of course, Hannah Carruthers and Emily Bringold.
Yeah, Paige Malm, she's a local here. She got big cheers stepping onto the pitch, so keep your eye out for her.
And on the other side, that name up top, Morgan Weaver.
Morgan Weaver, number 6. She's an incredible striker up top. Also, keep your eyes on Elise Bennett. She made an all Pac-12 conference team as a freshman. Surprised everybody, and a big reason for their victory against UCLA.
Really impressive, and both these teams will be kicking off, as we mentioned, the first game of the season. Always an interesting start when you have your first game, Tamris, kind of get the game jitters out a little bit.
Yeah, shaking it out. It's like we are up here, excited. Pac-12 kickoff, here we go. Can't believe it's already the fall season.
Well, it's a fantastic crowd here tonight in Pullman at Lower Soccer Field.
Should be a good matchup. We have an attacking team in Washington State Cougars out there ready to take on Seattle U Redhawks.
Well, last time Seattle U got a victory here back in 2014 in the first round of the NCAA tournament. They've had a tough time against the Cougars. Last time these two teams met, it was a 2-0 win for Washington State. So we see a little bit of action already. Ball's collected there, though, by goalkeeper Mackenzie Curry.
Yeah, the number 6 gets a left-footed strike on goal. Not enough to beat Curry. And, of course, Julie Woodward, the coach here for the Red Hawks, saying that they're really working on team defending, which is crucial against an attacking side like Washington State.
Yeah, Coach Woodward expressed the concern of how athletic the Cougars are as a team and what they were going to have to do to compete against them.
Yeah, I think the thing with Cougars is over time, they've always been, pinned as an athletic side, and they are that. But where we really see them improve is in their technical game, their ability to keep and possess the ball while moving forward and getting numbers into the attack to support players like Weaver.
And a lot of credit goes to Fourth season coach Todd Schulenberger really made this team. He's had some incredible strides in the last few years as we see Seattle U pick that pass off, though. Trying to work the ball through the midfield and bring it out on the right-hand side.
Redhawks finding some possession here, and Cougars dispossessing as they're looking for Weaver down the line.
And that ball just played out there by number 23, Makia Minnis, a freshman getting her first appearance as a Cougar this season. As we have a look there at Todd Schulenberger, first time in Wazoo history, third round of the playoffs last year, Sweet 16. Incredible run from them.
Super sweet, and not to mention that along with those kind of accolades, you're going to attract top-level talent. I think he seems pleased with his incoming freshman class of 7.
Oh, pretty incredible. And amazing, too, also for both Weaver and, of course, their captain leader, Ella Diedrich, getting some look at from the U.S. soccer women's team back in January.
Yeah, U23, and that's well-deserved. Getting in there and getting her name in there, and she's a player that's really just developed in this collegiate game. It'll be interesting and fun to see how she does on the international stage. Hopefully to see her advance into the full team.
Oh, another run like that. It's a good opportunity. Cougars, a little bit of pressure just out on the right-hand side. It's going to be thrown in.
Just got a quick shot of the shot stopper, Ella Diedrich. She had 11 shutouts in the 2017 season.
That is very impressive. You see the ball again collected there by Curry. That's her second time on the ball. Kenzie Curry out of Irvine, California.
There's Julie Woodward, and her daughter, of course, is playing in the Pac-12 for the USC Trojans.
This one again picked up by Minnis. She's going to drop it all the way back to Diedrich. Not a lot of pressure right now from Seattle U. Just content to sit back and wait for these first few minutes.
Minnis is a freshman getting her nod in that center back position. It's a big step for a freshman coming in and playing in these high-level matches and playing next to an experienced player in Grace Hancock, who, as I told you before the match, Aaron, that she is just an all-and-out defender's defender, and she was a huge reason why UCLA lost here against the Cougars, because she was just so difficult to beat.
Hancock, one of the leaders, as you mentioned at the back there, senior leader. As we see Seattle U just cutting out that pass, number 6. Morgan Weaver was trying to run it down. Here's one from Seattle U. And as you mentioned, Timorous, Hancock is there. He's going to drop it back, and Diedrich clears.
And that's that experience, a good read on the ball and the anticipation. But credit to Redhawks as they're moving the ball around really well and with a lot of confidence and patience. Not so patient there. But I'm impressed, at least in this first 5 minutes, that we've seen them possess the ball, switch the field to maintain that possession and wait for their opportunities to move forward.
Well, and head coach Julie Woodward talked about how they were going to play a solid game defensively and use some counterattacking opportunities. Proven true so far in this first few minutes.
Got a good crowd out here.
Well, the band's here too tonight in Pullman, just bringing the party atmosphere.
Quite the crew they got. Take a look. Lots of Cougars on the pitch, and I imagine a lot of Paige Malm fans.
Tons of we. She got a huge cheer at Seattle University. Freshman forward Paige Malm out of Spokane.
Not so far for her friends and family to make the trip.
Trying to flick that one on as Elise Bennett. Collected now here by the Cougars. A nice little driving run, still going. This one's finally going to be cleared out, deflected. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Scary moment there for Seattle U, but it was a nice run by Makamei.
Makamei just excellent on the ball, determined. That was just a little flash of her resilience on the ball, just her determination and dedication. She sees this one all the way through, deflects it, and it almost looks like a shot.
It really does. Olivia Ovanel from Seattle U gets a hold of that. Fortunately for Seattle U, just slides into the side netting. Makamei again looking for Bennett. That's cut out by Seattle U.
Elise Bennett, she was a fun player to watch last year. Someone who technically had a lot to learn, started late in her career, in her teens. Green Bay Packer for a father, athleticism clearly in her genes. And then as a result of her hard work, dedication, and just her ability to learn this game and play at this level, she made it to the first team as a freshman.
Incredibly impressive, too, for anybody who spent, as you know, lots of time in the game. It is not always easy for people to pick up.
An incredible run they had last year, and pegged to do really well as we see Cougars coming in at number 21 in the rankings.
And it's first time since 2010 Washington State's been ranked in the top 25 preseason.
Well deserved.
And they've got their work cut out tonight against Seattle University. 4 out of the last 5 appearances, or titles, WAC titles for Seattle U. So this ball's flicked on into the goal. Little piece, little touch there, but it's always going over the crossbar.
There she is, Elise Bennett, sophomore, a year under her belt. Will be fun to see how she plays this year, what she's worked on over the summer, what she can contribute to this Cougar side that's now really shifted from being just an athletic squad into being a technically advanced team that's ready to take on anybody.
Nice ball by Bennett right there. You mentioned her working on her game. How does this pass is cut out? Seattle U will play it back the other way. We'll get back to Bennett here in just a second.
Nice little step over here from Weaver as she looks to get out of trouble, finding Hancock to switch the field.
I'm talking Bennett. It's one thing to get work on your individual skills, and how does she get a chance to, do you think she had much chance to work with Weaver and start to get some of that chemistry again with her teammates?
Yeah, I'd say that that's crucial to understanding how each other move off the ball, the kind of communication that comes without language. Verbal language, body language is the key here, and when you get, when you get chemistry with the player, you can anticipate those things, and there's opportunities to connect in ways that are unpredictable for the other side. So I would say that the way they're moving off the ball at this moment, it's clear they've spent more time together, training in and out, probably competing with each other, making sure that they lock in their starting positions.
It's always important. Team chemistry. See Maddie Haro here, loves to get up the field on that left-hand side, whips this ball in. A little contact between the two players, but collected easily by Curry. Should mention our goalkeepers tonight, our referees tonight. Ben Oakley is the center man. Assistant referees are Saeed Askar, Jeff Ripley, and our fourth official is Luke Staben.
Our gamekeepers.
Gamekeepers, thank you.
Gamekeepers. Keeping things in check.
Cougars so far with most of the possession. Seattle U, though, have had 1 or 2 stints in behind. So see Bennett on the ball again here.
Good hustle to keep that one in play. And that's what you will see from Bennett. Guaranteed she will run everything down and make it difficult for anybody, any defender, to get out of their backfield. That's the kind of work she puts in, and that's how she's earned her starting position and really just improved her game off of pure dedication and hard work. And of course, she's had to have put the time in to just step up her technical game, and we've seen such a huge improvement. Her vision also on the field, knowing where her teammates are. Now, one of the things that Coach Schulenberger said that he really wants her to focus on this year is finding those finishing opportunities, because she gets herself in those positions. It's then translating that into shots on goal and goals, period, in the back of the net.
That final touch, that reason why you're in the starting 11, that reason why you're up there.
Yeah, if you're up top, the expectation is that you're going to be contributing to your team's goal scoring.
This one falling to Carruthers. She's going to clear it away. Ball bouncing around a little bit there. And take a look at number 5, Isabel Butterfield. Just trying to get out and find some space there for Seattle U. A little bit of possession now here for the Red Hawks. There's a touch. The first shot. Chance off the crossbar. Excellent shot there by Jessie Ray. It's going to be a throw for Seattle U on that far side.
Well, it looks like that back line for the Cougars got caught sleeping a little bit, a little too comfortable with their possession. And Redhawks, all it takes is one. And as we see, that was an excellent shot. Challenge defending here. Now, is this in the box? It doesn't look like it, right on the line. At least that's where the ball ended.
Yeah, it looks like referee Ben Oakley pointing just outside of the 18. Big chance here for Seattle U as we take a look at Jessie Ray.
Now, this is going to be a coaching moment come halftime.
Free kick here is going to be taken.
For the Cougar defense, were you guys dialed in? What was going on here to allow this shot and then have it result in this dangerous free kick?
There's Laura Hooper. Going to whip this one in. Chance at the near post. Did they clear it away? They don't. And Seattle U are on the scoreboard just like that. And I do believe it's Ray who moments ago hit the crossbar, or excuse me, the goalpost. And the Redhawks,
wow,
running against the grain, up 1-0 here in Pullman.
Now that player came through unmarked on this free kick. Take a look. The ball comes an excellent free kick. She is sitting there pretty by herself. Jessie Ray flicking this one on. Excellent free kick right over the wall. Jessie Ray flicks this one on. There is nothing Cougar defense can do to get this one out. They clear it, but they clear it into their own goal. It was already in.
Now Ray opens things up here for the Redhawks. Opens her account on the season. Head coach Julie Woodward's got to be really happy about that.
Hey, to get their team up this early on against a top 25 team in the Pac-12, kudos to the coaching, kudos to their dedication.
Cougars respond right away. It's a shot. It's a rolled in. Take a look at that far side. The referee says...
The far side referee says no goal.
Says no goal.
But the band over here on the other side, they seem to think that that one rolled over. It's hard for us to say from this angle.
Take another look here. That's Saeed Askar on that far side. It's a shot. It's a nice hit there by Macamate.
Now keep in mind, the whole ball has to cross the line. And indeed, the whole ball did not cross the line, at least from this video review perspective up in the booth.
And there it is. I think you're right. I think you're spot on. Hits the goal line, and Mackenzie Curry, you probably should have done a little bit better with it. Is able to reach back and pull it away. What a response, though, from the Cougars.
That was like a slow roll, like the no for Curry. She managed to get her mitts on that one, and she should have. She should have responded and pounced on that a little bit quicker. Lucky for her, Cougars weren't able to respond with an equalizer.
Curry, 15 appearances, 34 saves last year for the Redhawks. Be pleased she was able to get back to that one.
Well, and just like that, the rhythm and the momentum of the game has shifted, and it just reminds me of the World Cup we saw this year in Russia, and how anything can change in any minute's notice in this beautiful game that we all love. And of course, if this were the World Cup, we would have seen the VAR signal, the rectangle.
That's right.
That was
the famous rectangle.
The new sign language.
Head coach Julie Woodward there. 22nd season now at Seattle University. 3 WAC championships. 4 WAC regular season titles.
She seemed pretty optimistic about her squad this year, and of course Seattle had to take a day off because of the air quality and the smoke in the air.
Which there was some question whether it was going to be around here, but most of it is blown away in the breeze, so very fortunate tonight to be playing in almost a hazeless sky.
Yeah, not so bad here.
Take a look at another Cougar throw in here. This one's going to fall to Shania Wielden. Seattle U have won it back. Well, the Cougars just a little bit stunned here on their home field by Seattle U's goal.
What, and that's exactly precisely what Coach Woodward indicated, was that they are going to take their possession when they can keep the ball. Be patient on the ball.
Here's Weaver trying to make something happen for the Cougars. Knocked off the ball there. No foul, says the referee, and ball's cleared away by Seattle U.
You know, and guaranteed, Woodward, her squad has scouted Weaver. They know about her. They know she's strong. undoubtedly the defenders are going to be making sure Weaver's job is difficult up there, and we're seeing that so far today.
Loose first touch there, but nice recovery there from Makia Minnis. Local freshman starter here on this Cougar lineup. Seattle U with a quick throw, but it's going to go off. It's going to be a throw in now. Maddie Harrow's to take it. Harrow last year, just to let you know the offense that she brings. 4 goals, 7 assists last year for the Cougars.
Yeah, and I imagine a handful of those are out of set pieces. She will take all of them when she's in, the majority of them, and including penalties, and she's consistent. That's what they like, and she has the ability to obviously defend. She's in the back line and then advance with the ball. Makes it really difficult if you're on the other side.
Another great defending display. Here is Ray surging forward, getting it on her right foot, smacking it right into Grace Hancock. Gets another chance at it, but the referee's going to signal for offsides. Dietrich's just going to hang on to it. Play will continue.
Well, it seems as though this Cougar back line is still sorting out their duties and roles and responsibilities, and I think that center back duo, when you're learning to play with somebody new, you talked about chemistry on the front end for the Cougars between Weaver and Bennett, and how about on the backside with Hancock and Minnis, the freshman, and really just being able to understand whose job it is to step, when you step, how you keep your line, hold your line, and really if you're a center back, how far do you stretch the width of the field? And those are the kind of things that, if you don't have it together, result in a goal like we just saw.
Crowd loving that little move there from Harrow, as we saw a nice athletic piece as well from Minnis a second ago. There's Harrow.
I like some of that ink she has on her arm.
Senior, one of 2 seniors on this back line along with Hancock. It's a big throw, and Bennett's got space, a chance. This one will be knocked away. It's the first corner of the match here for either side. It's going to go to the Cougars.
All alone there, and Bennett's decision to allow that one to roll with her ends up and results in a corner. Maddie Harrow taking this one. It looks like she's going to be taking this with her left.
I was going to put this one in short. It's set again for her. Now to her right foot. Clears everybody. It's going to fall to Bennett.
Little miscommunication there.
Picked up by Wielden. Shania Wielden. We're going to have to go all the way back to Akila McClin.
Hancock came up for that corner, and she was out of position. Finds her space again.
Minnis's ball is cut out. Back to McClin. She's going to clear this one in, but no one there for the Cougs. Picked up by Curry. So far, Seattle U doing a nice job of frustrating that Cougar offense.
Yeah, and we're not seeing a whole lot for the Cougars through the midfield. Right now we're seeing the back line possess. We're seeing it go up the flanks and finding the likes of Bennett and Weaver on occasion, but they're missing some sort of connector through that midfield position.
Wielden up top for Bennett. Here's Bennett working on that right-hand side. Nicely defended, though, by Michaela Murray. She's been there a couple times now, the number 12 in the back line for Seattle U.
And there was Wielden making that connection that I was talking about, and if we can see more of that from her, we're going to need some more drive so she can keep making those great distributions.
Macame. Now to Sydney Pulver. Pushed out wide. Here's Bennett again. She's going at Carruthers. One of the proven defenders for Seattle U, and Carruthers wins out on this one. Seattle U looking to counter. It's nicely smothered, though, by Minnis.
Well done there from the freshman. It's a great step.
It was on fellow freshman Paige Malm. This cross put in by Harlow. It's a good one right across the face of goal, but no one there. It's going to go out for a goal kick.
Hey, I like that idea. It would take Bennett or even Wielden to strike through there. Nobody really read that one. I like the idea. No one on the end of that.
Imagine a few times Coach Schulenberger asking his forwards to just take some risks getting across. Especially with a player like Harrow getting down, putting those balls in.
Yeah, and really just finding the rhythm as a team, figuring out who they're going to be this year and this season, establishing leadership in every area of the field.
Nice pressure there from Weaver's. Got the ball back. Here comes Brianna Alger. Instantly closed down by 4 white jerseys. And one away by Isabel Butterfield.
Well, that was great team defending. I'm sure Coach Woodward is happy with that one, dispossessing there in the attacking third.
Seattle U just hungry on every single play.
I like that touch from Makamai. Good switch here.
Here's Haro on the left-hand side. One-on-one, Haro chooses to go all the way to the byline. She's going to get it off on her left foot. Floating into the middle.
Bennett is there, and it gets cleared out here. Still bouncing around, though.
Haro might get a second chance. She sets it and it's going to shot, but it's going to go wide of the goal. As Cougars continue the pressure, but they still trail here. 22nd minute. Here's Haro's cross. Another look at it.
There's 1, 2, 3 Cougars in the 6. Bennett goes up for it, but she's challenged.
I want to say that's Hannah Carruthers who got her head to that as well. As we have our first substitution of the game. Makamai is coming off, replaced by Alali Hernandez Represa from El Salvador. El Salvador U17, U20 national team player. New exciting prospect here.
Yeah, always exciting to see new styles, what they bring from their perspective, hometown and country, the different styles. That's what's so beautiful about this international game.
Hernandez Represa from Huntington Park, California. She's 13 years old when she competed at the U17
Wow.
CONCACAF Championships for El Salvador.
That's impressive.
Impressive. She gets her first game here as a Cougar.
And in that holding position, you can already see her movement off the ball. She has great vision.
Bennett turn and running straight at the Seattle U line, gets a shot away. This one's going to be cleared though by Carruthers.
An excellent body position there from Bennett. Now just, it's that final ball that she's going to need to work on throughout this season. And I think that's what Schulenberger was talking about. He was talking about how she's just continued to excel and that she's just going to need to focus on finishing those final touches for her, whether it's a shot or a pass. That's what he's looking for her to refine.
Of course, one of the most difficult parts of the game, scoring that final goal.
What did you play?
I played in the back.
Okay, as defenders.
So I let everybody do all the hard work.
No, we just stopped goals, or we tried to.
First look at here. Alali Hernandez Represa. She's going to put this ball in, just missing the target, headed away by Seattle U. Alali again.
I don't think the Cougars anticipated to be down 1-0.
Hasn't changed their, still working with their rhythm, but no, I think you're absolutely right. They've been completely dominant in the game so far, but big chances have gone to the Redhawks.
Well, I think these are the kind of moments that you're glad you have at the start of the season, because they're big wake-up calls to what happens is if you get too comfortable. You can never get too comfortable in this game, in soccer at this level, because teams like Seattle University, who have maybe just had a rough start against, community college in the local area, tied one, lost one, they're coming into this game with a different kind of attitude, knowing that they have to raise their level of competition, and they're strategic, and they strategically scored that goal that we just witnessed.
No, you're absolutely right. They've come in with a plan. They're executing it perfectly. Right now, Redhawks look a little more hungrier, a little more determined defensively. Here is Akila McClin. That's her pass cut out. Again, Redhawks applying a lot of pressure. That's Jessie Ray fighting for it. She gets it away, though, to Sydney Pulver. That one's going to be knocked away. A couple of injuries tonight. How bad do they miss number 24 senior Megan O'Neill there in the midfielder for the Cougars?
Oh, certainly, especially with this team is returning many players, and as you mentioned, Minnis is the freshman in there. O'Neill, though, is somebody that has this experience of playing at the highest level in Division I NCAA soccer and not having her in there. I'm certain that she's dying sitting on that bench and waiting for her opportunity, but she'll get in there. And if you're going to miss a match, this is a good one to miss, just in the sense that there are plenty more to come this season.
And getting her first chance tonight is sophomore Kelsey Eagle. Anchorage, Alaska, just replaced Emily Bringgold there for Seattle U. And on the other side, Coach Schulenberg switching it up top as Elise Bennett will go off. And she is going to be replaced. Or she has been replaced, excuse me. We get the name here. By Molly.
Let's see.
Molly Myers, thank you.
Cougar getting some good possession. We're hearing the fans. They're getting eager too.
Carruthers going to smother another one out there on the left-hand side. Does well to win the corner, or the throw-in for Seattle U.
Tactically, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Cougars put on a bit more pressure here in the backfield. Right now, we're seeing a moderate pressure. You can't really maintain high pressure for 90 minutes, and we haven't seen that from really either side thus far. Really picking and choosing their moments, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see something a little bit more urgent from the Cougars as we move into the final minutes of this first half.
Weaver getting that shot away, blocked by Seattle U. Cougars are going to move the ball around here.
It's a great switch there.
Pulver cutting back inside. Here's a lolly. Plays it out to Haro. Haro's going to put this one in. Weaver darting, just trying to grab it, but couldn't reach it.
Just a little too much from Haro there. The right idea, and credit to the Redhawks defense and Avenel and Maury. They're doing an excellent job of holding that line and making it difficult for runners to get in behind.
Well, it's been a story of Cougars possession dominance and putting a lot of crosses in, but so far Seattle U leads the number 21 ranked team in the preseason polls this year. Sun has almost all but disappeared. It's a warm evening. The field is in incredible condition down there earlier. It's just beautiful.
Getting a free kick here.
Seattle U, long ball in. Minnis. Now Haro will clear it away. Possession though back to Seattle U. Zimmer.
Good movement there. Possession.
Nice work by Seattle U. It's going to be a free kick here for the Redhawks. Again, nice run there by Paige Malm.
It was good connecting from the backfield all the way down to the right flank, resulting in a free kick here. Not quite as dangerous as the one in which the goal was scored by Ray, but also not ideal for the Cougars defense.
Bowler and Hooper over this one. And it is going to be Hooper putting this one in straight into the arms of Ella Diedrich. She hasn't had a lot to do tonight. She's going to go quickly down the field. And it's going to be cleared away by Olivia Ovenel. So we have another Cougar substitution. And coming off the field this time is number 22, Shania Wilden. She'll be replaced by number 4, Clark. Ebony Clark. Freshman getting her first chance. She is also another international, Jamaican U17, U20. Older sisters played at Louisiana State, LSU.
All-American at that, her older sister, and someone to keep your eye on Someone that Coach Schulenberger's excited about this season.
Here's one of the first looks here at Molly Myers, the freshman. Trying to get the cross away, can't, heads it down. This one's cleared away. It's going to be a throw-in for Wazoo. Coach Schulenberger remarked on Clark's speed. There he is now.
Rearranging some things.
As you said, Timrus, it's a good test for the team early on. Go down, see how you react.
And this is why you have these preseason games. So you have the opportunity to work out kinks, learn some lessons, apply what you've learned, and make sure that you're prepared when it comes time for conference.
Battle-hardened Hancock, she's there making a nice little run, gets it across, but straight into the hands of Mackenzie Curry. You can see Hancock already has that gauze in her nose from a hit she took earlier.
Hancock, a center back, making the run all the way up the field just to make something happen. I think you can feel her anxiousness and her desire, that urgency we're talking about, of making some things, some changes in the attack so that the Cougars can get on the board this first half.
Ray heads that one on, but straight to Diedrich. Cougars again on the attack, this time down the right-hand side. Here's a look at Clark. Chance to open up and use that speed, as the defender goes down. She gets the cross away. It's a shot, but it's always going high by Brianna Alger.
It's the right idea. Nice run there from Clark. She keeps the ball and manages to get a great cross off, and that strike by Brianna Alger was right place, right time. Just not taken with quite the confidence that you need to be able to take that half volley with purpose and intention. It's a tough one to hit. She was just a little bit too much over it.
Maybe had a little more time than she realized. It's a nice run, though, by Clark.
Yeah, and a great run by Clark. And when you have that much time to think about those kind of strikes or hits, sometimes your calculations are off and it throws off your game a bit.
Lolly's going to clear this one away. Seattle U gathers. Curry will clear it out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Cougars.
Good throw in there. Red Hawks tenacity just chasing this one down.
Haro. Swinging it out there to Alger. Ovenal. And it's going to be a free kick there called on Haro. A bit of frustration from the left back. Look at referee Ben Oakley. Ben Oakley, before going into referee, was a goalkeeper in his day, I believe. Free kick here for Seattle U, launching it long.
It's good clearance there from Minnis. Weaver does well to shield this one away, but well defended there and well read by the center back, Michaela Morey.
Yeah, Morey's done well tonight so far. Nice turn there again from Alali. She gets in a little bit of trouble and has to play this one back. A slip there from Weaver. Just touch gets away. It's cleaned up by Alali. Again, back to the Cougars. Washington State still looking for a way through.
Now check out the top line there for the Red Hawks. They're just kind of keeping the ball in front, waiting, like Coach Woodward said, patiently for their moments of when to close, when to attack. The dispossession, they're really reading this game well. You can tell they've done their homework. They know who these players are on the WSU side. And they're really demonstrating that composure and patience in team defending. It isn't just one player. It isn't just the defense or even the midfield at that.
Wazoo have won the ball back here, though. It's going to go long, but just a little too long for Molly Myers.
Molly Myers, a spark plug, as Coach Schulenberger said. We just saw that right there. She chased that one down, took a little swing at it, Giving Curry a little knock out of the hands. I like this chip. It's a little ambitious, but Molly Myers goes for it all the same, and just in that challenge, she makes it difficult for Curry to maintain possession.
And Timmer says, you know, you talk about having a game plan and trying to put it together, but it has to come together on the field.
Yeah.
Players have to execute it, and so far, Seattle U doing a very nice job.
Yeah, credit to their side. They seem to have a strategy and a game plan, like you said, and we're watching it come to fruition, especially as they were able to capitalize on their goal.
Harrell with space on the left side. She gets in another nice cross, a header from Weaver. And there it is. Miss Morgan Weaver opens up her scoring account tonight in the 36th minute. And a combination, of course, is Harrell to Weaver.
The joy and the exuberance on the number 6 as she nods that one away. And of course, it's Maddie Harrow. She has been trying these all night long, and now she's finally able to connect with none other than Morgan Weaver. 1-1, the Cougar equalize.
Excellent goal there from Weaver. You said it. Of course, they've been so strong in the back there, Morey and Olivia Ovenel, but just nice work by Weaver to turn that one in. Just going to see her go off the substitute bench. High fives all around.
Taking a break. Look at this joy. You know, those header goals off those kind of crosses do something for your celebration of just team momentum and just the way she was able to power that one in the back of the net. Oh, there it is. Look, she was getting ready for it.
Testing out her celebrations. She knew it was going to come.
Boom, 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 boom. Morgan Weaver, she's got the moves.
We'll take a break.
That's fun. Okay, now Washington State are back in it. This is more like what I imagine they anticipated. Some momentum in the attacking third, and Maddie Harrow has been trying to get down that flank and find some sort of connection. Here comes Grace Hancock.
Hancock coming all the way up from the back line. Couldn't quite connect on the pass. Seattle U win it back. Nice touch from Ray, getting around, trying to push it through, looking for Malm, but can't find her. Cougar back line will collect.
Now, Ray has really been important for Seattle U on the night, finding those connections and really just having confidence in their ability to attack, finding the open spaces, interrupting the play from Washington State defense, and even coming back into the midfield to really defend.
And it's been a solid performance tonight. Cougars finally finding a way through. Determined Seattle University team.
This one gets away from Lally.
Couple of hard tackles there. Carruthers may have won it out. No, it's going to go. Cross is coming in. That's headed away by Ovenal.
I like that idea and that cross for the number 12 here, Katie Jones.
Mom sets one in. Kelsey Eagle. She'll drop it all the way back. Seattle U looking to get some possession here. They'll keep it. Here's Eagle again. This one's going to be crossed by Bowler to Ray. Ray does well to hold it up. Eagle. Seattle U finding there under a bit of pressure. It's going to be a foul from Harrell on Eagle. Free kick Seattle U.
Now here it is. This ball comes in now. This is where you'd like to see a player striking through that top of the 18 area and finding that ball to the top of the box, setting up your teammates. And those are the kind of things that you work out early on in the season.
Free kick here. Another fake. Hooper's going to get on it. Launch it in. Ray slips. And this one's going to be cleared by Alicia Overland. She came in for Weaver right after she scored. Number 29, redshirt junior out of Moses Lake, Washington.
You know, I will say that's the second free kick we've seen where Rachel Bowler has faked a kick. And I've bought into it. I've believed it, and it seems to work. It really starts that back line dropping off.
Yeah, it's nicely executed there by Seattle U. Hooper, of course, being the one that served it in for Ray's goal.
In the game for the Cougars, number 5, Jamie Rita. Fearless number 9, Sydney Holder.
And that's going to be a free kick here for Seattle U. This one lofted long. Hancock is there. Redhawks fighting for it. Cougars have it back, though. Myers. Now looking to connect. Cougars swinging it out on the left-hand side. Here's Haro again. It's off of number 5, Jamie Rita, who's just come into the game. Here's Haro, still operating on that left-hand side. Gets the cross away very well, just over everybody. Clark will hunt it down.
Excellent cross there again from Haro. She's going to keep sending those in and just hope that her team gets up.
Clark working on Carruthers. Back to Myers. She'll put it in to Curry. Struggles to stop the first one, but grabs it on the second try. Cougars really putting some pressure, and as you said it, down that left-hand side through Haro is where that attack is coming from.
Yeah, and she's targeting her teammates. It's not that she's not finding anybody. It's just the force in which and the timing that they're able to get their head on it, get their body on it. Of course, we saw Weaver finish one in that same manner.
Hancock trying to turn. Mom has picked it off. Excuse me, Temris.
No, I was going to say, missed touch there from Hancock is trouble. Especially with Malm, she's been tenacious on the night. Her and Ray making it difficult for that back line.
Diederich just plays it easily to Haro. Nice ball from her, almost into Aleli, but it's cut out by Red Hawk defense. Mom's pass. Hancock gets a second chance at it.
I think we're seeing a little bit of these early on nerves, the season nerves, working out the kinks, you know, finding that rhythm, figuring out how your teammate plays in these game-like situations.
Rita picks out Alali.
Rita to Alali, finding that switch through the center of the midfield, but unable to keep possession, out for a throw-in nonetheless.
It's always part of the first game of the season, is it just kind of working on the
yeah, credit to both sides. Both sides have done some really great things, and then we've seen moments of just a little bit of rockiness, and those moments will come. You got to sort them out.
Marinoff, by the way, was the one that flicked that one on. She came as a part of that double substitution earlier. And Myers moved back into the midfield. Shot away from Seattle U, but it's going to go easily to Ella Dederick. As the first half beginning to come to a close, Dederick's going to launch this one long. Oh, flicks it on. Overland can't get a piece of it. Redhawks win it back.
Good possession here for the Redhawks.
Bowler down that right-hand side again. Just can't control it this time, Mom. As you said, Temmer's been active tonight. Both Mom and Ray up top. Nice work from them.
Yeah, they've really led the defense, and a good, solid team defense starts up top. Just dictated by the way in which they force their defenders. They put pressure, making those passes out of the back predictable. That's their job, not necessarily to win them, but to make them predictable for their teammates. If they can win them, great, and we've seen that happen a couple times off of Hancock and being dispossessed there in the backfield.
Myers. Hancock. Cougars just moving the ball around.
Less than a minute here.
Haro. Cougs looking to find one more chance before the end of this half. They'll need to do it quickly. Bowler, she's going to clear this one away. If the Cougars hurry, they can get one more thing off. Seattle U defending so well all half. Until that Morgan Weaver equalizer in the 36th minute after Ray's goal in the 12th. Against the run of play for the Redhawks.
Set themselves up nicely for a draw at halftime. Yep.
Nice throw. Haro should get it away. It's nicely defended by Malm. Got back, and it's a throw in for the Redhawks, and that will probably do it here for the first half. So we're going to watch the time count down. There it is, 45, and after 45, Seattle University, as I mentioned, opened up that scoring through Jesse Ray in the 12th minute before the equalizer from the Cougars through Weaver. Morgan Weaver, there she is, jogging off, and we find ourselves tied up here at the end of the first half with a score of 1-1. Temris, your thoughts?
Yeah, I can imagine what's happening in the Cougar locker room as they enter into this. They're going to just review the things they could have done better, and one of them is making sure they're taking care of the ball, staying composed and focused, especially in that back line, because the Redhawks are executing their game plan as Seattle U has come out with team defending as a priority, waiting for their patient opportunities, and they found it in Jessie Ray.
There's Jessie Ray just getting a little bit of break, getting some water. Looks like she might have received a knock. We go here to head coach Todd Schulenberger. Coach Schulenberger, after that first half, what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, we got to be patient with the ball more. We're giving it away at different spots. We looked for the home run ball early, which we overdid, and then we started forcing things down the middle. They obviously got a game plan what they want to do defensively, which is fine. We just got to secure, get in open passing lanes and keep the ball, and we'll be fine.
Going into the second half, you guys have had a lot of opportunities down that left side with Maddie Haro. Where can we see you guys spending most of your energy in the attack?
Well, we got to get wide. The ball gets central. I mean, they're playing a line of 4 and then a 2 and then 4. So, I mean, they're making it difficult. Once we break the line of 4, now we got to get to the outside and make things happen. That's how you saw our goal there. It's going to be more patient, better service, more numbers committed in the box and the runs.
Excuse me, you got a lot out of the left side. How about the right side? Do you have any thoughts for the right side and some of the attacking options there?
Yeah, I mean, we just sort of beat one side down to death. There wasn't any type of game plan here. We just got to spread the ball, change the point, get Mock and our other players involved on the right side as well.
Coach, thanks so much for your time. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks.
Head coach Todd Schulenberger talking there. So our score at halftime is the Seattle Redhawks 1, Washington State Cougars 1. Coming up after the break, playlist from our Pac-12 studios in San Francisco. You are watching Pac-12 soccer on the Pac-12.
Brought to you by Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
For the best in live music, comedy, entertainment, dining, and gaming, the Emerald Queen Casino is the place to be. Music icon, Boss Skaggs. Saturday night, September 15th. The voice of Bad Company. Saturday, September 29th. It's Paul Rogers. Mike and Molly Starr. Comedian Billy Gardell. Friday, October 5th. Only at the Emerald Queen Casino. The entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education, what are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else? Or will you dare do something different? Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts? Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Hi, I'm Phyllis Campbell. I'm chairman of the Pacific Northwest for J.P. Morgan Chase. I came out of WSU with my degree in business administration, and I was one of the few women, probably less than 10%, that had a business degree at that point. So it was tough getting hired. I never dreamed that I would do anything more than manage one branch for a bank, and it ended up that with my good education and good support and good mentors, I ended up being the president of the bank, and I think the first woman president in the state of a large bank. I think I'm very fortunate now that I'm in a place with my position at the bank and with my position in the community to be able to give back. So part of the giving back is to establish a scholarship fund, several scholarship funds actually, at WSU. Hi, I'm Phyllis Campbell, class of 1973, Washington State University. Go Cougs!
Your 2017 national champions, Stanford have done the three-peat.
Mike Leach.
Okay, that was a great team win.
Head football coach at Washington State.
Got it! Touchdown Cougars!
And you're watching Pac-12 Washington.
Washington State Cougars coming in with a different kind of confidence.
This is Morgan Weaver tossing it over to Bennett, and she's got a danger spot there, and she scores the first goal of her career. Nice play on the ball here, and it's a goal! Okay, this is pretty. Man, did Washington State want this one.
One thing I love about playing at Washington State is that it is such a college town. Everywhere you go, you hear "Go Cougs," or they come and remind you about an awesome game that we had, or they always give us words of encouragement for the next. It's such a home here at WSU.
I love playing at Washington State because of my team. We're really connected. The community here is a big thing. Everyone comes to our games, which is amazing, and it makes me love playing here.
One thing I loved about Washington State when I first came on campus was just the community feel, and like the team atmosphere was so great. Everyone was just bonded together, kind of like sisters, and I felt like playing on a team like that would be an amazing experience. So that would probably be the biggest thing for me.
I love playing here at Washington State because of the environment down on the field. It's a fantastic field. The surface is great. The stadium gets filled, and specifically I like how the fans can sit on the hill right behind the goal, and then we also have the drum line that comes and plays and just makes a great environment for everyone to enjoy playing and spectating.
Playing in the Pac-12 has extremely prepared us for the NCAA tournament because every single time we step out on the field, we are playing an amazing team that can up everyone's skill level. So we are actually very blessed to be in the Pac-12 and play high-level competition games every single time.
The Pac-12 is highest caliber soccer out there, so every single game we play emulates a potential tournament game, and so we have to be prepared for every single Pac-12 game, and we have to take care of those first before we can even start to think about going to the tournament.
Everyone in the Pac-12 is obviously an awesome competitor, and they test us in their own ways individually. So I think that each game has its own challenges, and I think that ultimately prepares us for not even further down the road, but just the next game after that in Pac-12 play.
The high level of this conference is first class. I mean, every game is a game. I tell our team every day, winning is hard. If they forget that, they're in trouble. So truly a great game to play, and obviously a great conference to participate in.
There's a new season ahead of us. The slate's been wiped clean, and only you can dictate what happens next. What happens next is when it starts to count. So make it count. This is next level. This is happening. This is your destiny, and there's no avoiding it. Expectations don't matter. Reputation doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is what comes next.
Play hard, play with passion. Play together. Play on your ass tonight, man. Let's go. Get in the moment now. Let's go. Players make plays. Players make games. Yeah, man. Let's get it done. I want everybody hitting somebody, man. They're going to come at you right now.
Third and long.
It's Hunt.
Back to throw. Downfield, going to the end zone.
Watch on Pac-12 networks.
Ted Basler, President and CEO, St. Michelle Wine Estates. Today, we're the third largest premium wine company in the U.S. What I love about my job is that it's agriculture, it's business, it's art and science, and it's very dynamic and a wonderful industry. I had a degree from WSU in communications. I wanted to be an advertising guy until I became a wine guy, which is even better. Last year, we opened the doors of a $23 million facility, the St. Michelle Wine Estates WSU Wine Science Center. Every great wine region in the world has a world-class facility for research and education, and now WSU has one. Ted Basler, class of 1976, go Cougs.
Washington State University, an institute of...
Wait, let me show you WSU. We're about being hands-on and getting our hands dirty. We bring art to science and science to wine. We build Mars rovers and launch new medical schools, with the occasional pizza break. Now back to work, because we're always moving forward and leaving our mark on the world. Now that's my WSU.
The kill from Fitzmaurice will do it. Megan McClure down the line. Good hustle by Megan McClure as Stanford wins the Pac-12 title.
Well, the rumor on campus, and that's every single campus. Stanford, a pretty good volleyball team. Welcome inside our San Francisco studios. Mike Yam with you. Every single major poll has the Cardinal the #1 team in the country. Not a huge surprise considering they are coming off a national semifinal appearance. Returned 5 starters, who 3 of which actually helped this team win a national title 2 years ago. This year, the coaches in the league saying it's the Cardinal who are the team to beat. They received all 11 possible first-place votes, 5th time in 6 years they were voted the #1 team. The only other team to get a first-place vote was USC. Meanwhile, all eyes will be on UW as they take on Auburn in Week 1. Turns out the Tigers don't mind playing Pac-12 teams. They agreed to a home-and-home series, which will be played in 2027 at the Rose Bowl against UCLA, and then 2028 at Auburn. Chip Kelly said, quote, "We'll play anyone." Hopefully some other SEC teams will consider playing some teams out on the West Coast. Pac-12 playlist continues tonight. We got the training camp edition presented by 76 as soon as UCLA women's soccer is done. We will have you covered on everything that's happening around the Conference of Champions.
You're watching Pac-12 Washington, home of the Washington State Cougars and the Washington Huskies. Available on Xfinity.
It does not take an extraordinary person to make a difference.
It's just a matter of what kind of a difference we choose to make.
You know, we do what we do on the field, but we have a duty off the field as well.
It doesn't take much to make a big impact.
Just having a positive attitude or helping someone every now and then makes more of a difference than I think any of us realize.
To learn more about starting an action team, visit our website. Anyone can really make a difference.
The Tom Hansen Medal winner for Outstanding Female Senior Student Athlete at Washington State is heptathlete Alyssa Brooks Johnson.
Versatile athlete, can pretty much do it all.
The definition of an all-around athlete. Brooks Johnson won the Pac-12 heptathlon titles in 2015, 2017, and 2018.
That's Alyssa Brooks Johnson, the favorite from Washington State.
She also finished 6th at the NCAA Heptathlon Championships in 2017 and 2018. A double major, Brooks Johnson earned Pac-12 all-academic honors on 3 occasions.
Alyssa Brooks Johnson comes from behind to win it.
Exhibiting the greatest combination of performance and achievement in athletics, scholarship, and leadership at Washington State. Alyssa Brooks Johnson is the pride of the Pac.
Monday, August 27th, it's Pac-12 football kickoff week. It all starts with a sneak peek at the upcoming season of The Drive. On Tuesday, it's the season premiere of Inside Pac-12 Football. Wednesday, we're counting down the 12 greatest quarterbacks in conference history, all leading up to Thursday with the series premiere of The Pregame, followed by Weber State at Utah. Pac-12 football kickoff week starts Monday, August 27th, only on Pac-12 Network.
Welcome back. Pullman, take a look at Robert Frank among some of the many athletes here tonight to watch the girls take on Seattle University. Current score 1-1, Washington State. Under a little bit of pressure early on as we see the players warming back up. Take a look at Morgan Weaver, the goal scorer for the Cougars. But here are the highlights from the first half. First off, Seattle U opening up the scoring in the 12th minute.
Laura Hooper taking this free kick, but it's Jessie Ray nods this one away. She finds space. She's wide open. She gives Seattle U the 1-0 lead over Washington State Cougars.
That goal coming against the run of play, but moments later,
Makamai and Curry doing her best to keep her mitts on this one. A little scary for Seattle U, but she just pulls this one in right off the line. Close call.
Close call indeed. That was just a few minutes after, but then this happened.
Maddie Harrow, that left foot, and she's been trying this one all night. She finally connects with none other than Morgan Weaver, nodding this one into the back of the net with some force.
That is Weaver's a little fun stat. 16 goals now in career for Weaver. One more, she gets in the top 10 scoring for the Cougars. But these are your stats from the first half. Of course, 1-1. So you can see Cougars a little more dominant there. 8 shots to 4. 4 on goal. And a little more work there to do for Mackenzie Curry, the goalkeeper for Seattle U, and Ella Diederich. And the Cougars a little more aggressive there in defense.
Yeah, and I think we can anticipate to see the Cougars coming out with that tenacity we were talking about, and we heard from Coach Schulenberger at halftime saying we got to work down the flanks, keep getting those crosses, and he knows where they need to make those improvements, and I think we're going to see those adjustments as they step on the field in the second half.
Of course, just before Seattle U got their goal, we saw Jessie Ray pull out a huge shot just off of the 18 that hit the bar there for the Cougars, so some pressure from Seattle U. The Cougars responded well.
Yeah, and she's been quite something for Seattle U, and Seattle U has done extremely well at executing their game plan. You talked about that in the first half. It's one thing to have it, it's another to put it into motion, and we've seen it. Credit to them. They are the reason why this game is equalized. They came out strong, and here we are getting ready for a second half.
Of course, Washington State preseason ranked number 21, and we take a look here. The United Soccer Coaches poll for women's soccer. Stanford, number 1 from the Pac, representing the Pac-12 up top. UCLA sitting at number 2. And rolling all the way down there, Florida State, number 10. Of course, take a look at what Washington State's going to have to deal with here as they get into the season. And then USC, number 12, and Washington State sitting there in the number 21 spot.
Of course, Kadani McAlpine, coach at USC, used to coach here at Washington State and kind of started that forward momentum for Washington State. Coach Schulenberger coming in and keeping it going, making it into the Sweet 16 for the first time in Cougar history. I would say Washington State is a team to watch out for in Pac-12 women's soccer this season.
Absolutely, really impressive, especially when you think this is Schulenberg's 4th season, just the beginning of it. So after just 3 years, he gets them into the Sweet 16. But the Cougars have some serious work to do here in the second half. The moment they're tied up with 1-1, and Seattle University has been very difficult to break down and show that they can still have some attacking options, especially through that number 24 there, Jessie Ray.
Yeah, Coach Woodward had to have been pleased with the first half performance of the Red Hawks, and to their credit, that team defending was in motion. They made it very difficult for the technical players on the Cougar side to do much through the midfield. Everything had to go wide, and Morgan Weaver really didn't have the ball much at her feet in that attacking third. The opportunities came from the flank.
And we heard head coach Schulenberger talking about how he wanted to see more options for his forward. He wanted to see a little more difference going up that left and right-hand side. A lot of left-hand side attacking for the Cougars in the first half, but not as much down that right-hand side.
It's true, and really making those connections and giving different looks. And Maddie Harrow, of course, she's coming out of that left back position. There's an early start and high pressure there. Maddie Harrow coming from the back, getting called in that foul.
And that's Bennett back up top there. That foul. It's going to be a throw in here for Seattle U on the far left side. Seattle U and White now attacking the scoreboard, and they're going to get a corner kick here early on.
Carruthers does well to earn that one. Let's see how they set up on this.
I guess it's going to be Hooper. She's taken most of the free kicks tonight. The number 8. There she is again. Laura Hooper going to whip this one in.
That's a great ball right to the top of the 6 there. Great opportunity. Let's see, we have Ella Diederich coming in strong on this one.
Deidre going long. It's going to be settled down, though, by Rachel Bowler. Good pressure from Weaver. She's back on the field. Saw a couple rotations Coach Schulenberger did in the first half with his forwards, getting in the likes of Katie Jones, and Molly Myers came on for a while. But it's back up with Bennett and Weaver up top. Eagle. Switching it to Hooper. She can't settle it. Cougs go over the top. Here's Bennett. Curry is out. She'll clear it away.
Great read from Curry coming off her line.
Morey defended so well in the first half. Morey.
That's a great touch inside.
Ray looking to play it quickly. Can't settle it. Now bounce into Pulver. Pulver has it back.
We're doing well to receive, play quickly, make things happen in that center position. That's a place where O'Neal generally sits. Just had to really step up and create something in that midfield position. And I think after reflecting on that first half, that connection through the midfield is what we're missing through O'Neal.
Of course, Megan O'Neal, the senior, 22 appearances last year, 22 starts, 3 goals, including that big goal we saw at the beginning of the game. She had last year in this against number 2 UCLA, is out injured tonight. Free kick here for Seattle U.
It's an easy one for Minnis. Puts her head on it, but not enough to get it out of harm's way, and Seattle U collects.
Ray trying to combine. Here's Eagle again, picks out Ray. Sliding tackle there from Hancock. Cougars have it going the other way. They're going to go long. They're broken through Weaver here on the left-hand side. She's got Bennett in the middle. Can Bennett get there in time? She does! And it's in! Curry came off her line, but Bennett got there first, and her touch sends it into the goal. Cougars lead 2-1 here early on in the 49th.
Well, if this is any indication of what we can expect between that top duo, Morgan Weaver and Elise Bennett, then we are in for an exciting season with an excellent play here, perfectly timed from Elise Bennett. She has to slide into this one to challenge with Curry. She gets enough on it just to go between Curry's legs and enough to just roll into that back of the net. 2-1, Washington State goes up.
And Timbers, it's one of the first times I can think tonight where one of those long balls was able to slip through for Seattle U.
Yeah,
it was devastating effect.
The breakdown, and Morgan Weaver just beats her player with a great cross with her left foot, finding her comrade up top, and Elise Bennett. What a great run. Great start for the Washington State Cougars.
Elise Bennett opens her scoring account for the 2018 season. Puts her team in the lead.
There was a finish. We were talking about Elise Bennett and her finishing. I'm sure she's going to get a good high five there from Coach Schulenberger coming off the pitch today. That's what she's focused on.
Cougars feeling the momentum now. Here's Pulver.
Running at defenders with pace.
Cross comes in. Weaver trying to get a head on it. Can't get to it. She'll get the ball back, though. Weaver puts it again outside.
Recycles that run back in.
Seattle U looks to clear a little bit. Makamai with a chance. Still bouncing around in there. Finally rolls to Curry. Again, big pressure from the Cougars. Another look at the goal here.
Oh, what a perfectly timed ball. And Bennett has the speed. If anyone on this side has the speed to get on the end of this, it's this one. And I'm trying to figure out what that was. Maybe a shower? I don't know.
Good idea. Something from Haro and Bennett.
Well, we'll find out possibly after the match if we are able to get one of them on the headset. It's a good question.
Now it's got me stumped, that's for sure.
You got to be creative these days in your goal scoring celebrations.
I feel like most of them have been used up.
Oh, it's limitless.
Pulver gets this one back now. Makamai picking out Weaver. Cougars seem more focused this time. Here comes Weaver again. Morgan Weaver, the left foot just wide of the near post. Nice move there from Weaver.
I like it. She goes in with her left foot. She sees that tiny little gap near post between Curry and the post. I like this cut back here. She feints a shot, goes in with her left peg. Just, like you said, inches outside the frame.
That's good defending there from Ovenel at first. She got a piece of the ball, but Weaver powers through. This gets her second goal of the night.
And I think if you're on Washington State side, you've seen the opportunities come. Curry's had to make a handful of saves, a number of which she's bobbled and kind of bounced around. This is the first, I guess the third game for Seattle U, but one in which coming in and facing a Pac-12 team, working out those jitters, you have to try that keeper out. You have to keep her working, and I think that's what we're looking to see right now. Weaver going for it near post, trying, and of course keeping that one off frame. Curry had her mid on that.
Malm on the right-hand side here for Seattle U. She's going to get the cross away. Wazoo will clear it out. They have possession, they do.
A little bit of urgency there from Minnis, and this one's won in the backfield, or in the midfield, rather, by the number 14, Olivia Ovenel, playing in that center back position for the Redhawks.
Brothers can't settle that long ball from Dieterich. It's going to be thrown for Washington State. Cougars just taking that 2-1 lead. Take a look at head coach Julie Woodward. What could she be thinking right now? She's still...
Well, I think...
Game plan is normal?
Well, the game plan, the first half worked because Washington State had no idea how they were going to come out and play. Now they do. They understand what they're looking to do. They understand the pressure. Schulenberger is tactical. He's seen their strategy, and now he's working to break it down with his offensive tactics. And it's working, and it's worked in the first couple minutes of the game, as we saw with that early goal of the second half, rather. And so now she's just seeing how her team responds. I think that was the look we just saw.
Carruthers getting that ball into Ray. Butterfield. This one tapped away. It's going to be a throw-in, though, for the Cougars. Washington State, as you said, they do look more comfortable this half. They look a little more set.
Sometimes it just takes that break and a moment to reflect on a come together as a team, a huddle up, to be able to communicate what you need from one another on the field, on the pitch. And it's just simple adjustments where there was a misunderstanding. Who's going to step? Who's going to stay? How are we attacking? Are we going down the flanks? Are we trying to find our targets? And those simple clarifications can make the world of difference. And then you're able to break down a defense like Seattle U.
Referee Ben Oakley just explaining the call here as a foul has been called on the Cougars. Free kick for Seattle U. It's going to be Hooper again. Should mention one substitute that happened during halftime. Khalees Barton came in on the right-hand side for Washington State as Hooper bends this one in, headed away by Hancock. Butterfield can't get a hold of it completely. Washington State over the top. Weaver looking to track it down. She gets between both center backs. Weaver cuts back. Still with a chance. Can they hold her off? Still going Weaver, and this time they do. One touch away, so close. It's not over yet. Haro trying to cross it back in. It's Curry. She settles it this time. Nice work by Mackenzie Curry.
Oh, wow. I've enjoyed this one. Look at this pace and determination, just getting her body on it, cuts it back with the left foot, takes one too many touches here. If you're her coach, if you're her teammate, you're just telling her to go to goal on these ones. But credit to her, she held this one up. If she could have kept that momentum going forward with less touches, she might have had a shot on goal.
That's excellent work by Weaver. She just split the two center backs. Could it be the case? I mean, both Michaela Morey and Olivia Ovenel from Seattle, you have had a fantastic first half, but could it be a case of getting a little bit tired defending so much?
Yeah, and if your job is to shut down Morgan Weaver for an entire 90 minutes, you have your work cut out for you, and there has to be incredible communication and collaboration, and that takes a lot of energy. So credit to their defense. clearly we see what Morgan Weaver is capable of, and if your job is to defend her, you're going to be tired. You're going to start to feel it, especially this early in the season where fitness is still kind of building. And I'm sure these players are fit. That's the standard in Division I women's football, but it's still early. And you only have played so many games at this point, and there is no fitness like game fitness.
Right, and of course Weaver got a bit of a break too in the first half.
Makes a big difference.
Here's Carruthers. Looking long there for Ray, who's played the whole game so far. She's not going to be able to get to this one. And Barton's going to let it drift out. Goal kick for Cougars, who hold the lead here in the 57th minute. Score of 2-1.
It's none other than Maddie Haro checking back for the ball. The Diedrich playing short. Haro going long for Bennett.
Gonna be a little too far, just skips past both of them.
And you can see the Seattle U low pressure. They're waiting for the Cougars to build out of the back, allowing them that space in their defensive third, and that's a tactical decision, conserving a bit of energy, but we can expect that. We've seen that the first half. We've seen that continue into the second, and it's a good management of energy, a good management of patience, and part of the game strategy that has worked for them in the first half. It's definitely been a bit more challenged this second as Washington State Cougars understand now how Seattle U is coming out with a defensive mindset and the opportunities to counterattack.
Taking a look there at Julie Woodward, associate coach Rich Schreiner, as we see Brianna Alger takes a break, and Sarah Davidson is in the midfield for Washington State. That pass from Bennett goes out. It's going to be a throw-in again for Seattle U.
Well, I will say I took a walk around at halftime, and there are a lot of fans out here excited for this team, excited for this new season.
Foul called on there. Looks like it's called on Makame. Carruthers goes down to the box. You can hear the crowd.
Unfavorable call.
Enjoying that. But you're absolutely right, Tamara. Huge crowd here tonight for the opener here on Friday night.
It's exciting. It's exciting not just for women's soccer, but for the start of a new year, a new academic year here at Washington State University.
It's always exciting to come back.
I can't believe it's fall. It's not.
Goes fast, huh? It goes too fast.
It's still summer, right? I'm in denial.
Bowler looking to hunt this one down. Weaver putting a little pressure. She'll clear it away. Washington State can take their time now. Haro's just going to walk to take this. Bowler's had a nice game on that right-hand side. She's got a task in front of her right now with Weaver back in the game. Here's Morgan Weaver. She's going to get a shot away.
Why not?
It's going to go in. I didn't think that was going to go in.
I didn't think that was going to go either. Why not? Why not, Morgan Weaver? That's precisely what I was talking about when you got to try a keeper here like Curry.
And you got
Mackenzie Curry didn't expect that. She didn't see that one coming. I don't think she thought that was even on frame.
And I was going off her reaction, and you're absolutely right. Mackenzie Curry stood there. I'm not sure she realized that it was heading to the far post, but look at the velocity Weaver gets on this shot. Just a rip.
Wow.
You can see Curry's positioning. She now realizes it's too late.
Yeah, she was watching this one out of bounds. She felt that she had it covered, but that velocity, you said it, that strike from distance, Morgan Weaver and fuego.
In the 58th minute, look at her. She's even
shining
impressed.
the boots.
As she should be.
Can I get an autograph? Is that what happens?
Incredible game, and here is Wazoo coming down the right-hand side again. Well, what a strike there from Morgan Weaver. That's her second goal on the night, and that will put her in the top 10 all-time for Washington State goal scorers.
Yeah,
the number 6.
I can imagine she's making a run for record-setting season.
Molly Myers with the throw. It's going to be flicked on there for the Cougars. Butterfield will clear it away all the way to Paige Malm. Malm can't get to it. It's going to be a throw-in. The Cougs on the far side.
60 minutes in, and this is where fitness starts to tell the truth.
And you have to feel that badly. Mackenzie Curry has played very well all game. Couple bobbles here and there, but made that nice on-the-line save after her first bobble. But that one is a tough one. And what does that do to kind of the psyche for Seattle U at the moment?
Yeah, that's a bummer if you're Seattle U, because you played a great first half. Okay, you conceded one early in the second. You have an opportunity to reset. You know that Washington State has you figured out just a little bit differently. And then that wicked goal, unexpected. The thing with Morgan Weaver is you have to expect the unexpected, as we just witnessed, and we're going to see more of that throughout the season. Clearly, this is a great opportunity and learning opportunity for Mackenzie Curry as a goalkeeper. She's a junior. She has all season left, and I can guarantee you she's going to make sure that in the future, when those kind of shots or balls come through her path, she's going to make sure she puts something on it. And that's a lesson, and she's going to probably be hearing from her coaches and her mentors about the mindset going into games against players of this stature.
Nice ball from Eagle to pick out. Bowler on the right-hand side. Seattle U, good build-up play. Cross is going to come in. It's going to miss Malm. Second chance headed back. Harrell will just collect it. She's going to go long again looking for Weaver, but Curry this time's out of her box. She's seen that once before. Nice clearance from her. Myers.
Looking out there for a player like Jessie Ray on.
Ross is going to come in. Myers is there, but she can't get to it. Just sweeps past her.
It's a great cross.
Makame on it. One-on-one. WSU starting to show all their athleticism. Makame cuts it back on the right foot. Shot straight into the defender. That's Michaela Morey. Cougars have it back. Nice work by Paige Malm. She'll pick this one off. Malm showing some serious speed.
She's a hard worker. Her and Jessie Ray have really set the tone up top there, and it's going to take players like them to just dig deep and be leaders out there on the field, and Malm has been that on the night. She's really just hustled down, come back into the midfield, won back those balls, dispossessed Cougars, and it's a matter now of, if you're on Seattle U, you win back the ball. Your number one priority is to just keep possession, because right now you need to conserve energy if you're on the Seattle U side.
Myers out to Barton. Makame. Shania Wielden. Out to Barton. She'll get her cross away. A lot of pressure here. Myers settles it. Puts that out on the left-hand side. Cross coming in. It's going to skip past everybody, and it'll be a goal kick for Seattle U.
Good playing here in close range for WSU. Momentum is clearly building.
A couple substitutions here for both sides. Going to see Alali Hernandez coming back in there, and of course Ebony Clark, number 4.
A couple freshmen.
Both Wielden.
Number 7, Alali Hernandez.
Both Wielden. And Sydney Pulver, excuse me. Brothers wins that. Bowler. Eagle. Hooper. Player to run, but easily knotted back there for Washington State. Looking to get on the ball there.
Yeah, Seattle U making some runs, connecting between Malm and Ray. That number 8, Laura Hooper, trying to make some action happen in the attacking third there for Seattle U, is looking for those transition opportunities after playing defense for the opening minutes of this second half.
Makame, nice turn from her, still working on Carruthers.
Good run there, good duo.
Carruthers loses her footing. Makame still going. Got through 2, but couldn't get through 3. Not out of danger yet. Now it will be. Morey sends it long, looking to pick out. Freshman forward just came in, Brianna Robles.
It's 2 against 5 back here. Makes it difficult there for Ray and Malm to connect. Got to wait for the rest of your team to catch up. And you've got 5 defenders all around you. Ray does well to earn a free kick here.
And it's going to be Hooper on it one more time. Seattle U looking to fight back into this game.
Now, if you're Seattle U, you want to get numbers in there, but also not leave yourself too exposed in the back.
You've got 3 up top of the box. Hooper, long and loopy. It's nodded around. There's a chance there as the ball fell to Robles, but into the hands of Ella Diedrich. Probably not the clearance she's been most happy with.
Yeah, responded and reacted to this one nicely. Hooper plays this one in. It's a great ball. Hancock goes up for the challenge, but Diedrich, she gets her mitt on it, but she punches this one just right to the feet there of Seattle U and recovers to get the save.
Lally dispossessed by Hooper. Seattle U. Again, as you mentioned, that shot from Malm is going to go straight to Diedrich, but really outnumbered back there. Cougars 4-2.
I really like Malm's playing style. She's a smart player. She's technical. She's clearly fit. She's one of the more fit players on the field for Seattle U, working backwards. Really, her pressure has dictated a lot of the way Seattle U is defended.
And just a freshman, too. She plays like an older player.
She
confident,
does.
ready to take people on. Butterfield trying to do a combination with Carruthers, broken up by Clark. Barton. Davidson gets ahead to it. Weaver. Try and knock it for Myers. Is Myers going to get there? Curry does. She does well.
Well done there for Curry. Reads that one. Looking for opportunities up the field. You can see those defensive legs starting to set in a bit when you play defense. Not possessing the ball as frequently as Seattle U has, then you're going to start to feel it a little bit in the 68th minute like we're in.
Haro. Back to Olali.
I like that ball.
Washington State in control here. Here's Clark, gets a shot away. It's going to be way over the bar.
Why not?
And the Cougars are going to go with 2 more subs. And we're going to see Molly Myers come off, replaced by Elise Bennett. Elise Bennett with an opportunity to get a second goal as well now. And it is going to be Weaver. She will also go off the field. She'll be replaced by number 12, Katie Jones. Came on for a while in the first half. There's Weaver. 2 goals and an assist tonight for the number 6. Not a bad performance.
Not at all. Not at all. And I think we're going to see a lot more of that from Weaver throughout the season. She's clearly a leader on this Wazoo side. She brings spirit, she brings dance moves, and she brings goals.
Big goals at that.
I thought you were going to say big dance moves.
And big dance moves, of course. Dedrick had to clear that one away. Bowler. Seattle U looking to build attack. That's Emily Zimmer on the ball. Going to find Hooper. Well defended there by Kayla Morey. Excuse me, that one was Olivia Ovenel. Both Morey and Ovenel.
Yeah. Clark coming in a little late with the foul.
Morey going to knock this one long. It's headed on. Right into the hands of Dedrick. Haro, again, bringing it up the left-hand side for Washington State. Going to add to their tally of 3 so far. Here's Clark. Fancy footwork from her. Clark gets out of it, accelerates away. Option to her left, but nicely defended by the Red Hawks.
Good defense and movement here.
Barton looking for Makame.
Alali on the ball here.
Excuse me, Alali, thank you. It's going to be a corner kick there for the Cougars.
And that's another Cougar corner kick.
$20 minutes to go. Temeris, what do you think? Cougars obviously in the lead, controlling the game. What can the Red Hawks do to try and fight back here?
Yeah, I think they're going to just have to pull a little bit more out of them. I mean, I'm watching them. They're sticking to their game plan, and at this point, the Cougars have really just determined the best way they can outplay them. And so they have to make big adjustments and rely on their leaders to be able to find possession.
Maddie Harrell whips this one in with the left foot, the far post. And it's going to be a goal kick for Seattle U.
Now that's difficult. Clark is backing up into that one. She goes for it anyway. If you're Elise Bennett and you're coming in on that left far post, you are screaming bloody murder for that ball because you have the better angle, you have more power, you're running onto the ball, and if you hit it right, and if you're Elise Bennett and you hit it right, that one's going in the back of the net. Clark is backing up, so that's just a communication thing. And if you're a forward and you're goal hungry, then credit to Clark for going up for it.
It was a great ball in, too, by Haro.
Excellent ball. Great corner. Well taken. That one was clearly executed. They lined up at the top of the box. There was a short run there by Makamai.
And just before that goal kick, we had a substitution. Again, Jessie Ray coming on, and Paige Malm is going to get a break for Seattle U. And Gracie Armstrong getting her debut for the Cougars has come on. That one's flagged out of bounds. Going to be thrown there for Washington State.
Brianna Robles there. Some great footwork, trying to keep that one in play. And I think the challenge is when the players for Seattle U get the ball up top, they're so set in their defensive stance that getting their teammates close to catch up and provide support so that it's not 2v5 like we've seen with Malm and Ray in the past. That's going to be the challenge. Is are they going to have enough energy to hustle up the field, join their players in the attacking third, and create something to even get an opportunity on goal or challenge Ella Diedrich in between those two posts.
Something that becomes harder and harder as the game goes on.
And that's why fitness is so crucial. You got to be able to last 90 minutes, sometimes 120.
And those games become easier, as you said, game fitness. First game of the 2018 season. First actual league game, I should say. Both these teams played exhibitions. Washington State down in San Diego last week, got a 2-1 victory. So we see Jessie Ray here, goal scorer for Seattle U in the first half. Get a little bit of a break, see if she can bring some more energy. Does well to keep the ball. Carruthers gets the cross away. It's headed away by Hancock. Seems to have gotten rid of that bandage she had for her nose. Carruthers, the second cross. Hancock is there again.
Oh, that's one of her strengths, is in the air. She's incredible at reading the ball out of the air and timing her challenges.
Elise Bennett, challenged by Butterfield. Looking to get it out wide, but offsides on Katie Jones. Nice run there by Bennett. Jones had just wandered offsides. Washington State looking to improve on their lead here in the 75th minute. In front of this crowd, they want to see some goals. They're lined up all the way from the grass fields up onto the
they're on the
buildings.
They're outside the stadium. You're right, up on the deck there. This is a top-notch viewing, and it's a great temperature outside. A little bit smoky, but not too bad.
Butterfield control this one down. Alali pokes it away. Here comes Gracie Armstrong. Her pass is cut out. Going to fall to Emily Zimmer.
Seattle U needs to take a moment here, gain their composure, just continue to find possession instead of trying to force it here up top to players there like number 26, Brianna Robles. She had a great slashing run in, but just a missed touch, and it's easily picked off by Wazoo.
Here is Jones. Gone in behind. Is she going to get to it this time?
A little late on the communication there between her and Bennett.
And there they are.
It's not that's not a bad seat in the house, is it?
Area, not at all. All along the grass field. They're enjoying their game tonight as their Cougs lead 3-1 right now.
Packed stadium. More Wazoo fans.
Festive atmosphere indeed here.
Just moved into their new dorm rooms. Now at a lower soccer field on the night.
Nice way to spend a Friday night. Armstrong.
You were just remarking at the start of the match of how beautiful this pitch is.
Wonderful. A nice turn by Elise Bennett. She just loses her footing there. Carruthers able to get back. Pass is going to fall to Barton. Armstrong. Pass is cut out. Freshman will get another chance, but Seattle U have it back. Ray. Nice work again by Jessie Ray. She'll basically be going it alone. There's the run there from Robles. Picks her out. She'll be challenged by Minnis.
Minnis sees that one out for a goal kick.
Nice.
Just a great run there from Robles. She has a good eye for the space. Just a matter of getting the support she needs once that through ball is played in.
Substitution here for the Cougars. Elise Bennett heading off the field. She got her goal for the night. May or may not see her by the end of this match as Molly Myers comes on. And substitute there for Seattle U, Emily Bringold is going to take a break. And Gina Leet is on. A freshman from Phoenix, Arizona, Leet, getting her Seattle University debut. Clark.
It's always an exciting time. Get those first season, first big match nerves out of the way. The adrenaline you feel and the pressure and the excitement, all of those things.
And of course, these players are fighting for spots in Coach Schulenberger and Coach Woodward's minds for later on how they can be used.
Yeah, and fighting for that starting spot. Anytime you're out there, you're working to earn that position. And even if you've started 1-2 matches, it's competitive. Making sure that you're working hard, not just for your coach, but for your teammates, constantly looking to get better. Taking those moments of personal critique and critique from your coaches and doing something positive with it. If it weren't for that harsh critique often, then most players wouldn't understand how they could improve. And I think that's what we get to see out here is this is the start of the season. This is a great marker for each one of these players. Now, how can they learn their teammates? How can they learn their style, their coach, and the system in which they're going to play so that they can come out and show up in the best version of themselves for their team?
Of course, both these teams looked real connected by the night. They all held hands at the very beginning when we did the national anthem, and they grouped up together and a lot of team camaraderie.
Yeah, and that chemistry is crucial for success. You have to be I don't want to just say, forced friends, but you got to be buddies. You got to be buddies out there. You're on the same team, you're fighting for the same thing, and you have to work for the same goals. So the way in which you gel with your team, it makes a big difference between winning championships and maybe not making it into the playoffs.
Free kick here for Seattle U. Hooper over the ball. She's going to knock this one in. Cougars win it, headed away. Here's Myers. Pressure from Hooper, though.
She's had a great night, Hooper, making things happen. Center of the pitch there for Seattle U.
Carruthers now, left-hand side, looking to get it away. Nice pressure from Armstrong. Still Carruthers.
Armstrong finally showing a little bit more tenacity. Of course, she's a freshman coming in and sorting out her role and understanding how she can contribute best, and a little bit tentative to start out, but it was good to see her get that good tackle in.
And Sydney Pulver's going to come back on the midfield. Looks like Haro's going to be rested. A couple times she was down on the ground. I thought maybe she picked up a knock, but bounced back, no problem.
Clearing some things up with Coach.
Crafty little move there.
Keela McClin or Brianna Alger.
McClin started the game, but then took a big long break, and now she's back in the game.
Nice turn. Just isn't able to stay in. Still a throw.
Katie Jones on that far side. Here comes McClin to take the throw. '82nd minute here. Seattle U still dropping back. At some point, Timmers, do you expect them to push forward to try and find something?
At a certain point, you've got nothing to lose, so you might as well try. However, if you're not able to possess the ball, then you're really just leaving yourself exposed. So there's a sense of pride and dignity that you still play for. I'm not familiar enough with Woodward to see how she'll want to finish this game. Will she want to just continue to execute her game plan, which is to play defensively, be patient, and find those opportunities? And if they're there, then take them. Or will she go for it? And if she goes for it, then she's going to need to put in some players with some energy, because it's clear, like Robles, she's got energy left.
Ray gets this shot away, going to the far post. Cleared up, though, by Diedrich.
Yeah, finding players like Robles, finding players like Malm, Hooper, and even Ray getting back in there and connecting to get that momentum to go forward. It's a challenge, especially against a solid Cougar side with this kind of lead. They're feeling comfortable. It's 3-1. We're just shy of 7 minutes here. We're going into the final few minutes here of this match, and lots of changes, fresh legs coming in for Washington State. Lots of new players coming in too. This gives an opportunity for Seattle U to respond if they should so decide.
A couple more changes, as you mentioned there, for the Cougars, as Clark and Alger get a rest. This one's cleared away again by Seattle U. As you mentioned, will they change anything here in the last few minutes? Seattle U looking to make a break. Here it is again to Carruthers. Play this ball into Ray. Bowler. Seattle U has to go back.
Here's this momentum you were talking about, Aaron. Are they going to go find themselves in this attacking third? And I think those few switches, too, on the Cougar side open up that opportunity, because now they have to understand, the new players, the new substitutions have to understand their new role.
Throw-in's a little bit long, and Seattle U's not going to get there. It's Gina Leet. And another substitution here as Jones is going to take a break. And Overland is back in.
This is a great opportunity with this kind of lead in this kind of match to get players who haven't seen some minutes in this kind of intensity in front of a tremendous crowd. And when you're playing in front of a crowd like this for the first time, those nerves, boy, you get to experience something new. And it's thrilling, and at some point you have to just not concern yourself with who's watching. You just have to go out there and play your game.
It always takes a few minutes. Cougars in the attack here. CLU again breaking it up. 86th minute here in Pullman. Washington State 3, Seattle U 1. Washington State looking to see out the last few minutes. Seattle U trying to get back on the board. Can they do it in these last few minutes? Carruthers again.
I like that run, just a miscommunication. That was an excellent run there by Emily Zimmer, and even a check back from Robles if they would have just called that one out.
Robles putting some pressure on Hancock. Diedrich. Pass is going to bounce and take a fair one here for Washington State. Wielded.
Looking wide here, that's a great run.
Here's Barton. Barton's going to get across way to the far post. Myers is there, but she's been flagged off sides. Center ref will just let the play go on.
In Curry's hands. That's a tough one too. She was backing up, trying to nod that one back across the goal.
Seattle U looking for one more option. Hannah Goff here on the ball now. Another cross in. Shot away by Goff. It's going to go straight to Curry. Curry's going to let her team get up. Take a look at Goff, sophomore from California. 20 appearances last season. Pulver wins that one nicely. Wielded. We're going to pick out Myers.
I like that run.
The shot away, but Curry is again going to be there.
Credit to Curry having a solid finish to the night. Started out a little shaky there with a few missed stops, but she recovered on a number of them, and now she's just managed to really focus down and keep her mitts on things.
There's a shot by Alicia Overland. But yeah, you're right. Curry had that little slow start in the first half, was able to save off her first mistake. The second one, Weaver just kind of misanticipated, I'm trying to say. Great shot
That
from
Weaver
though. Great shot.
You should have seen our faces in here. My jaw was on the floor.
Right. Mine too. Nice effort, though. Battle for the ball here. Wheeldon ends up with it. Going to get it away. Into the box. Another saving tackle there. It's got to be, I don't know how many that is for Olivia Ovenel. Both she and Michaela Mori have had great games back there in the center for Seattle U. And it's going to win the header. This ball is going to fall straight to Goff. On the attack again, out on the left-hand side. Rita. She gets the cross away, shot by Myers, but not on target. Goal kick here for Seattle U as we see another change here for the Red Hawks.
Nice redirection there, good effort. Getting her foot on that one, it was a challenge. She managed to get it up there though and get a shot off, not on frame. Rose Robles, she's had a tremendous run, giving her effort. Scott Newman, the goalkeeper coach.
Paige Malm on for the last few minutes here for Robles for Seattle U.
Let's see what she's got left.
Carruthers, one more time down this left-hand side. Less than 30 seconds. Seattle U trying to get one more attack going here. It's a chance. Might have fallen for Ray. Still going. And this one's going to be cleared away by Sydney Pulver.
Let the countdown begin. There she is, still dancing.
Has a lot to dance about tonight as the Cougars are going to see this one out. Molly Myers can't keep it in play. It doesn't matter. After a slow start and a nice Red Hawks goal, the Cougars come back with 3 unanswered. And they will pull this one out 3-1. And we are going to get a chance to talk here to Weaver. There she is, dancing pregame. Here is the first half action, first starting with Washington State.
What a goal there from Morgan Weaver, the number 6, connecting with her teammate Maddie Hara. Look at that joy and that celebration. And in the second half, she makes this one happen for Elise Bennett, striking down the left side, perfectly timed for none other than Bennett. Sliding goal, beating Curry on this one. Look at that celebration. And this one, pick your jaw up off the floor, because that one caught us all by surprise. Shining her boots, well deserved.
It has been a huge night for the Cougars and a really huge night for Morgan Weaver. She gets her 2 goals and 1 assist. Well, our final score here, Washington State 3, Seattle University 1. For Temis Lane, I'm Aaron Heinzen. So long from Pullman. As we take a look, Cougars showing some real exciting action. It's a good save here. Final score here in Pullman. Washington State 3, Seattle University 1. For Temis Lane, our producers, Dennis Kirkpatrick, our director, Jeff Butler, our entire Pac-12 crew, I'm Aaron Heinzen saying so long for Pullman, Washington. Thanks for watching Pac-12 Women's Soccer on Pac-12 Network.
There's a new